All right, we are live. There we go. I'm watching the picture kind of catch up with everything. But yeah, uh, Darren will be with us in just a few minutes. He's plugging his phone into charge and stuff like that. And I bribed the duck with treats. She should be good for a little bit. Um, yeah. We'll need to tuck her in for dinner after service, but happy Friday. And for everybody who's tuning in the United States, we're coming up on Labor Day weekend. Usually the way I schedule it, Labor Day weekend is when we do the OPET festival. But looking at the calendar, kind of the way some things laid out, I was like, well, okay, how do I, you know, uh, space things out, but also make sure, because Bast is rather popular and we don't want to leave her out. So we have a Going Forth of Bast or Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy. And I was like, you know what? We got to make sure we include that. So we're going to do the OPET festival next week. Now, fair warning, we're going to have to start early for that because as soon as we are done, Darren and I have to go to bed so we can get up very early to get on the road because we have a long trip to make. So that will be we'll have to hash out how much earlier. He'll probably end up haggling with me on the time for that. So that would be a benefit, certainly, for our folks that are in Europe tuning in. I know for our folks on the West Coast that is going to put it really early for you guys, in the afternoon or something. But I figure if I give you fair enough warning in advance, we can kind of plan this out. But that's going to be for next Friday. For right now, we're doing, so we're honoring Bast. And funny thing, I'll show you something that I picked from my little water garden. It's closed up now. It was open, but I got another water lily, and these are papyrus. They're not giant. They're just like dwarf papyrus, but they are papyrus flowers. So let's see if you can see them. Okay. Yeah, so you have lily and papyrus, and if you know your Egyptian art, you know that is heraldic for the symbolism for the union of the two lands. So there we go. That's our lily and papyrus. The only difference is what we have is a pink lily. When they're open, they're actually kind of similar to these silk ones, just a little more purpley. Then those are a little bit pale, but very close. Instead of a blue lily, because those are tropical, and it took 14 years for this to finally get to a point where it blooms. So I'm not quite to a point of raising tropical lilies just yet. But yeah, so we have that on the and. Darren is with us. Did she come to find you?
No, she was standing at the hallway door.
Well, that's
where I like to threshold kitty.
Oh, okay. Well, that means she was trying to find you.
Behind her,
Mm-hmm.
She walked to the bathroom and got in her pool.
Okay. So she's back there. All right. Well, good deal. And I noticed some folks saying like Katie had a successful surgery and is recovering. That's wonderful.
Thank God.
Yeah. And I'm just Cindy yelling now. What she does. What's cute is because she squeaks at us when she's trying to find us, I think, and also to try to talk to us. And if she's looking for us, and if I'm in the living room, I treat it like we're playing Marco Polo, and she says Marco and I say Polo, and it's gotten to the point where if I do that, she knows I'm in the living room. So, we play Marco Polo.
Hi, everybody.
Because remember it's actually sometimes we forget, but she has cataracts in both eyes now, and so her vision is, she's almost to like Mr. Magoo level, but and I think that's why she does that. But as long as we keep things in consistent spots for her, we can kind of forget that she has that, because she knows where certain things are and she finds her way. And it's just that's what she does. She squeaks when she's trying to find us. So or sometimes if she's really like, okay, where are you? She'll start to quack. But that's when I say, okay, come here, baby. So yeah. Yeah. Um, the Moonshell saying, you got 3 tattoos and a dog. Wow, you had quite an interesting afternoon, it sounds like. And Lady Zeva says, I'm job hunting. I have an interview at the library on the 9th. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and get started. We will say some prayers for a successful interview and good things like that. And whatever else comes up as we go along. So. Okay, that's your chair I was hearing. It's so quiet right now because the air conditioning is off. That I was like, what am I hearing? Until I saw you adjust your chair. These cool waters are upon my hands. They purify me. This Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, O your truth. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Come here. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. And we've cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. Yeah. I felt that and I was like, oh man, Darren's going to find that cold. Because the ambient temperature of the room is 67.
Yes, it is. And the water is cold. But y'all don't mind, do you? No, not a bit.
I see emojis. Thank you, guys.
I am a Christian. I suffer for you every week.
Power of Tefnut compels you.
No, thank you.
Well, we're joking about the cool waters. But anyway. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light. The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the 4 corners of the world to everyone who's tuning in with us now and has been with us in the past and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
Now, on the altar with Bast, I also have a candle for Mafdet, another feline goddess, because I said, you know what, we have Bastet, of course, Sekhmet, and Mahes. So let's round it out and get all the feline deities that we have artwork for. So, especially because we don't have any references to, specific feast days for Mafdet, so we'll let her join the party. Yeah. So, we'll light a candle for her. There we go. And for Sekhmet, she may continue to bring peace and healing to all those who need it. Including us, we've had kind of a rough week and a rough asthma day today. And Mahes, that he may continue to protect all those in the path of storms. Particularly as we remember the anniversary of the landfall of Katrina, which is 20 years ago today. You've probably seen, lots of articles and sidebars, on the news about
the
that.
landfall for Laura was not.
It was close. It was around that time frame, but no. Katrina was kind of an interesting story because we were on the very edge of it. The outer bands of it were passing over Lafayette, Louisiana, which is where we were. We had just finished an anime convention. We're heading back home, so we witnessed the outer edges of the storm. It was kind of a surreal time, but that's a story for another day. All right. Yeah, for some reason I just get the sense that some folks really like this one. You arise in the Akhet as Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as Atum, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy, Eye of Ra, and all of you Nachiru, Mafdet, also an Eye of Ra. O you lords of love and lords of life, grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Sphet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us, and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters that are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. But you're not true. These cool waters are the eye of Horus. Your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yonashuru, that you may be purified with it. Now, instead of incense, this is some perfume that I was gifted a while back that's like a sandalwood kind of flavor. And since one of Bastet's titles is Mistress of Perfume, I figure we'll just try and use that as an alternative to the incense. So we'll give you this fragrance great of purity. This fragrance is the eye of Horus. It cleanses you, it adorns you, it takes its place upon your hands. Oh, you're not true. We give to you this eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Actually, this little, meant to be like a little applicator, but that helps really well to just have something to kind of diffuse the fragrance. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yonashuru. Lift it to your faces, and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Bastet, Waftet, O Yonachuru. Drink and be pure, for the doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. All right. It also happens to be Senate, which is 6 days after the new moon. And typically there would be flowers offered and a few other prayers said. So let's see. We happen to have our flowers. So we give this bouquet to the Osiris, King of Nebuchadnezzar, and to all the blessed dead. May Ra watch over them and be their protection. May they live eternally. May Ra favor them, love them, and protect them from all foes, whether living or dead. Imran Ra, Imran Ra, Imran Ra. In the name of Ra, fourfold. All right, this is our one little bit of incense. It's a short stick, so hopefully that won't cause too much trouble. Pure, pure is Ra Horeketi within his house. Pure, pure is Bastet, Mistress of Ankh-Tawy, within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure for Ra Horeketi, for Bastet, Mafdet, and every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horeketi. Come to your body, O Bastet, O Mafdet. Come to your bodies, O Yonachuru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Bastet and Mafdet. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Ra-Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nemkeperura, your foes retreat from you, and Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Horechuta henket kakao abdus nachimrat, hutnebet nocher waberach nachim, and kawa nachukunibu, machrenubu hiranachra. A voice offering of bread and beer, thousand of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things in which a god lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased, and your ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law eternally. This fet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. May we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. All right. I guess it's that our goddesses really seem to like the Naos system. Of course, you have one of them carved on it, so why not? Hail and praise unto you, O Bastet, Lady of Love, Lady of Life, daughter of Atum, firstborn of the Lord of all, greatest goddess, Lady of Heaven, mistress of all the gods. You open the movements of Shu, for he is your messenger. You slaughter with your arrows, you slay the evil one, and seize the hearts of the wicked foes. Foremost of the sacred fields, Lady of the Shrine, mistress of perfume, mistress of joy. O Eye of Horus, O Eye of Ra, Uraeus, whom Ra loves, protect us and be with us until the dawn. Yes, I think it was Lady Zephos that has an interview at the library soon. We want to ask Bast and all the gods to bless them with a successful interview. Confidence in your heart and a tongue that fails not, and a resume that impresses. And any other requests that we have. And tell you what, I have a little something we'll read for Bastet. For Mafdet. That's actually on the back of her candle. So, and this was, in a lot of cases, what I have to do is kind of go through titles and kind of put something together based on that. Or references. In the case of Mafdet from the pyramid texts, most of her references are from very early on in their history. So, hail, O Mafdet, great feline, foremost in the mansion of life, great fetterer who protects Ra from his wicked foes. You cut out the heart of the evil one. You leap at the serpent's neck. You strike at its face with your claws. Your knife severs its head, and you crush the snake under your heel. You open your mouth wide against the enemies of Ra. You set your teeth and your knives against them. Protect us who are in the following of Ra, and defend us as you defend the Lord of all. And I'll see if I can bring the candle where you can get a good look at the artwork and it actually come in focus here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it's got a little bit of a glare. There we go. That's a little better. I'll see if I can bring it a little bit closer because she is depicted with a kind of a stripe on her face and long ears, more like a desert wildcat. She is not a Felis domesticus. And originally neither was Bast. Bast was originally a lioness, but later became associated with, the house cat. And there's been a lot of discussion and comparisons between her and Sekhmet, and I'm hoping to do that as a topic later towards the end of the year.
And the domesticated cat was actually possibly associated with Moot first, before it was even with Bast.
Which book is that from? Is that from the one that Barbara Lesko?
But you did mention it to me once.
Well, I know there's a chapter in Great Goddesses of Egypt by Barbara Lesko, where she mentioned that chapter is on Moot and the Sacred Cats. What's interesting is we do know that when Moot of Thebes would go out and have certain processions and outings on her sacred lake, Bast would accompany her. She'd have kind of a running crew, if you will, of other deities, particularly other goddesses, and Bast was one of them that would, go out and party barge with her. So they had a connection, and sometimes Moot could, take on a feline form, and that's something that kind of had a holdover that, it went into the present day, more recent times, because apparently there was an old legend that, was being passed down even when you had recent explorers come to Egypt. And that lore was that if you were a bachelor and you went around the area of that lake, amongst the ruins of the ancient temple at night alone, you would see a beautiful woman, but that beautiful woman would then turn into a lioness and attack you. That's if you were a bachelor. So that's why I was telling bachelors to stay away from that lake. But if you think about it, you can easily imagine that's moot, and you know, she'll come after you if you're, there for, in any funny business. But let me check and see, because I see we've got some cookie icons.
Oh yeah, I would like a cookie too, of course.
Okay. Oh no, the love the glass candles. Do I make those? Yes, I do. Oh, and Roma was so weird question. If I don't like a cat, like really dislike it, is that disrespectful towards Bass? It's not my intention. It's just that this particular cat is always causing problems. You know what? I think it's just between you and that cat. And some cats and some people just don't get along. It's funny. Apparently, my aunt and uncle at one time had a black cat that they named Hooligan, and because my late Uncle Pat was a cat person as well, and they also later they had a cat that they adopted, that they rescued, named Mitsu, and so they made up a little song about Mitsu be the kitty for free. But they had another one named Hooligan that absolutely did not get along with my other aunt who was staying with them for a while, and they took up opposite ends of the house. So, cats and people, I guess, we're so much alike that sometimes we don't get along. But I don't think that would be disrespectful to Bast in herself. It's just, like I said, you and that one cat have issues. We can maybe ask Bast to, help smooth things over for you. Okay. Oh yes, my mom's cat. She's always making messes and using the bathroom outside of her litter box. Which yeah, cats will do that. And so that seems to be what commonly happens. Is the cat belongs to another family member, and it's like you and that, you're part of the family, so is the cat, and y'all don't get along. So maybe Bast looks at that as like sibling rivalry. Mm. Okay. Yeah, and just kind of going backwards a little bit to get the cookie requests. And I know Yamana, you've got a request as well. And yeah, there's one thing that I have noticed is that there's some experienced cat folks here that have some good advice, and I'm glad that you guys have that. Of course, I'm the person you want to ask for anything involving a duck. But excuse me, because Darren is allergic, we just can't have cats. But all right, so starting with, actually what we need to do is we need to start with our fortune for everyone, and that way anyone who's tuning in after the fact will also be able to get their fortune.
But Darren very much loves cats.
Oh yeah, it's like he loves cats. It's just an allergy that set in. He said it was when he was 12, so I would say, okay, sometimes people have allergies set in at puberty, and cats and strawberries were both the case for him with that. Excuse me, and I have a mild allergy. It might have gotten a little more so when as I've gotten older, but it's still only a mild allergy. And you know, other folks in the family have had cats and I've always enjoyed cats, but you know, funny thing is my father hates cats, and of course our joke is that one day he's going to come face to face with Bast, and that's going to be a very pointed and one-sided discussion. But that's going to be between Bast and him. But let's see.
Firstborn daughters.
Exactly. Yes, firstborn daughter and a cat. I got two beefs with you. But let's start with our cookie for everyone. All right. So for everyone, the month of January will bring you unexpected travel opportunities. That's very interesting because this past January we got to travel and it was very much planned. So perhaps coming up there might be something, as long as it's something positive, that will that would be great. So the month of January will bring you unexpected travel opportunities. And I guess opportunities rather than necessities. That sounds good. So, all right. Yes, Katie Horton from Set and Sachet. And yes, you guys were asking about the glass candles. I do make those. Basically, if I have artwork of that deity, I can make a candle. I just make a label for it. And I do intend to make one for Sachet because that's one of the easiest ways to get a representation is, boom, make a candle. So there are several that we do that. And also there's some that I'm working on. I'm hoping to have candles for something later in September. But in answer to that question, but it was relevant because Sachet is also one that we intend to get up here because she's the she's like nerd girl power, so we got to have her up there. Okay. Wow. Katie Horton, meditate to improve your mental clarity and calmness. That's a strikingly clear answer. Meditate to improve your mental clarity and calmness. Okay. And I see we got some Discord cookies, got quite a few. Let's see, if we don't have a whole lot of requests, in real time, then we'll just go ahead and go straight through. Let's see if things are wrong with this. What is it, baby? See, the problem is, the lighting in this room, it picks up on the camera really well, but actually from because it's my directional lights, it's kind of dim for her, and so she can't see very well. So she thinks it's a dark room and doesn't go in there. She goes and looks like in anywhere else that the light is on. I'm like, no, baby, we're over here. But she's probably looking for Darren. So. Okay, and so let's see. Can mine be from Bess? I brought him into my practice lately, debating adding him. And Roma Blood says I'm debating adding him to mine. Want to learn more about him first, though. Yeah, well, Roma Blunt, you did see the video that I did at the beginning of the year, right? Because I covered Best and Talrat, so that's kind of a good primer. Here, let's go ahead and see. Okay.
Daddy's here, baby.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Rabbit Sage, that's the aroma blunt. That's you, right? Molly Mac, Love Deluxe, Teso, Astra, Son, and Dode. Let's get those, and then we're going to scroll down because I know we've got a handful after that. So we'll just trying to kind of get through those. So start with Rabbit Sage. Okay, for Rabbit Sage, remember that tomorrow is a new day with new possibilities. Remember that tomorrow is a new day with new possibilities. So that's for Rabbit Sage. Next is Molly Mac. Did she come and find you?
She was walking around and I happened to intersect with her and I walked her back to the bathroom.
Okay. All right, for Molly Mac. July's adventures will ignite your passion. July's adventures will ignite your passion.
I wonder what you did in July.
Yeah. Well, hey, July is the new year. You know, hey, maybe some New Year's travel. And the thing is, I mean, it could be for next July, but that's for Molly Mac to parse, I guess. It's always interesting. There are things that I'll read and I'm like, okay, I'm reading it. I don't know, but they'll say, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense with something else that's going on. That's what we're aiming for. So Love Deluxe and then Teso. Okay. For Love Deluxe. Nurture the garden of your mind with positive thoughts. Nurture the garden of your mind with positive thoughts. And so I'm getting the distinct sense that that's saying, okay, negative thoughts are weeds, pull them out. Nurture the garden of your mind with positive thoughts. So that's for Love Deluxe. And I believe next is Astra. Yeah. Wait, no, Teso, then Astra. So Teso art. For Teso, a surprise visit from a loved one is in your future. A surprise visit from a loved one is in your future. That's for Teso. Now for Astra. It's all right there. She's like, hey, it's time for me to settle in my other crib, my other space, and have some dinner with everybody. We're almost there, baby. All right, for Astra. On Thursday, a long-standing problem will find its resolution. On Thursday, a long-standing problem will find its resolution.
Come here, baby.
It's okay, baby. Come on.
Come here, sweet girl. Come on.
Come on, baby. You're getting warmer. Oh, she was right there. I think she. Yeah, you're there, baby. Come
Marco,
on.
come on.
Come on, Marco.
Come on.
Come on. Let's see.
Come on, baby girl.
Okay, yeah, I think we did.
Come here, baby girl.
Technically, you're duck calling right now.
Let's see, a long-standing problem. Okay, yeah, I think that we just did. That was Astra, and so I know we got San and then Dodek. So let's do San, and then after Dodek, we're gonna go pick back up on the chat. Now, here's a funny thing: if you go and you buy a duck call, and I do have one, they are a different pitch from the quack that you hear from domestic ducks. And I didn't realize that until I used mine on them, and they looked at me like, "Why are you talking funny?" But then we took in a mallard for a little while, and I realized it's tuned to sound like a mallard quack, not a domestic duck quack. There is actually a difference. But anyway, for San, a reunion with a loved one awaits you tonight. A reunion with a loved one awaits you tonight. Kick off that OPEC.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now,
a couple of people getting reunions.
yeah. Okay, and Dodek. Okay, Dodek got voicemail. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get them. All right, the first one, and this is for Dodek. Today, make it your mission to encourage those who cross your path.
It's all right, baby. We're right here.
Come on, sweetie. Marco.
She is just confused.
And okay, the second one for Dodek. On a Saturday night, you'll dance like nobody's watching.
Shake it, baby.
So for Dodek, today, make it your mission to encourage those who cross your path. And on a Saturday night, you'll dance like nobody's watching. So that is for Dodek. All right, and we're going to pick up with, I think, Blue Conlin. Yeah, all righty. So Blue Conlin, your turn. It's all right, baby. Ah! Blue Conlin, you got the empty cookie. So you are the cookie today. That I know. It may be a case of, you know what the answer is. We're not going to tell you. Sometimes they do that. But Lady Zephos from Sutek and Sesha. What an interesting combo.
They were the Cagney and Lacey of their day.
Well, no, see, the thing is, Seshat is usually paired with Jehuti because they're both, nerdy types. But I guess, all right, that's a horrible thing suddenly coming to my head. Do you remember that bit from Futurama with the lady that was the bureaucrat, and then she had a fling with Fry?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's that just came to my brain, and I'm like, oh, that's terrible. But anyway,
Voiced by Carrie Fisher.
Oh, that was Carrie Fisher?
Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, anyway, for Lady Zephos, those two, you ask them for a fortune. See, Seshat is also a patroness of architecture and architects, and so maybe Set wants to go into real estate. Take a vacation; you will have unexpected gains. So, Lady Zephos, take a vacation; you will have unexpected gains.
If I remember correctly, the clergy of Seshet are they involved her whenever the pharaoh would plot out a new temple.
The stretching of the cord. She presided over the stretching of the cord. Okay, so Sarcastic and then Zabalin. Sarcastic asking for Bess, and we have a representation of him back there. And Bess had an oracle at the Temple of Dendera into Roman times. It was shut down by the Roman authorities because there was an accusation made that somebody dared ask about the health of the emperor. And somebody thought that was inappropriate.
Oh wow, kind of like now.
I don't know. It hasn't gotten to that point yet, but let's hope it doesn't. But anyway, so Sarcastic. A surprise opportunity will come your way soon. You know, it's funny. We're getting several things like this. Loved ones, visiting people, or other people getting surprise opportunities. So I guess their message is just take a break and free your mind up, and you will find unexpected things. So take a break. And it is Labor Day weekend, so they're telling us to enjoy it. Even if our folks that are not in the United States, you're not going to have a 3-day weekend, but relax this weekend. You never know. Something fun might come your way. So, Zabalin. Yes, and you were saying your name is an Aquaman reference. I'm going to have to mention that to Morgan because he's a big Marvel fan. I collected comic books in the 90s, and then I moved out and had less money, so I stopped collecting comics, and that was that. But anyway, embrace the power of positive thinking and watch your dreams take flight. Again, embrace the power of positive thinking and watch your dreams take flight. Again, part of that message to stay positive, relax, and kind of go with the flow. Okay, make sure I didn't skip over. Yeah, I see the ducky thing. Let's see. I see B from Mama Bast, and then Mary's Wepawet from the Jackals. So apparently there are a couple of places where Set and Seshet are a thing. Well, like I said, maybe it is like that episode of Futurama. But okay, B from Mama Bass. Mondays are a chance for a fresh start. Make the most of it. Now, B, this Monday is a holiday. Take advantage of it. And they're saying make the most of it. Mondays are a chance for a fresh start. So rest up, enjoy it. Marriage Wepaway from the Jackals. Yeah, those treats only last so long. I bribed her at the beginning. Those got eaten up a while back. There we go. Mary Twapawet. Practice mindfulness and live in the present. Wow, I get the feeling that that's one of those, we know, pointed message, live in the present. Practice mindfulness and live in the present. So Mary Twapawet. There you go.
It's a lot of thought things.
Yeah. Okay, and Gabriel, please, and thank you all from Sekhmet and Bastet. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. And Zavelin saying I've been had a really bad seizure the other day and hits you right in the mood. Still got the headache. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Wow. Prayers for recovery and healing. That's rough. There's no other way to put it. But we're pulling for you. The whole thing about Neith and Nebuchadnezzar and Seshat as a combo, that sounds suspiciously like something that was put forward by the head of the House of Nature, and unless there's something outside of that to support it, I'm skeptical at the very least. Yes, you had Neith and Nebuchadnezzar as two of the four ladies that guard the house, guard the sons of Horus, guard a canopic chest, but the idea of trying to take multiple deities and kind of condense them down into one is too reductionist, I think. But if someone could pull a source that's not written by a pagan, then I'm always interested to read that. Yeah, so. Aquaman is DC. That's right. Well, like I said. Since Singapore is short for me, so should search over there. Yeah, wow. Yeah, please don't have a mild panic attack if you click off of the video. It's okay. We'll be here. We tend to run an hour or two, and between an hour and 15 and an hour and a half. If it's going really long. So yeah, please don't fret on our account. But anyway, Gabriel asking for Sekhmet and Bastet. So our felines. What message do we have for Gabriel? Oh, Gabriel, you got voicemail. So. All right, your first one, Gabriel. Encourage others to make a positive impact in the lives of those in need. Now, there's another one here, so it might add something to this. Your life will be a river of blessings and opportunities. So, Gabriel, encourage others to make a positive impact in the lives of those in need, and your life will be a river of blessings and opportunities. And thank you for the super sticker. Yes, the mascot of these services is the best ducky girl, goodest ducky girl in Indiana. Long live the ducky. Thank you, guys. Katie, I like your story. You remind me of something because I have a friend who's Canadian, and he apparently got door-to-door proselytizers when he was younger, but like still 20s. And he answered the door with heavy 5 o'clock shadow in like sweatpants and like, did you say he had a wife beater or like nothing on? One of those A-frame, one of those A shirts. Uh, anyway, so looking, kind of like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, had a letter opener in his hand, opens the door, and they start their spiel, and he cuts them off and says, "I don't follow any religion that doesn't allow human sacrifice." And they turned and started to walk away, and he just let out a cackle or something, and they noticeably picked up their pace as they, moved on to the next target, I guess. So that it's funny, they don't come around here. Don't know. I will say, there was one time there were some Mormons that came by, and I was nice to them. I gave them some water because it was hot, and I was like, you guys have got to be thirsty, and send them on their way. But no, I haven't had any crazy stories like that. But, poor Darren. Yeah. Yeah. Now here's another thing. If you this is what I thought was so funny, was there was a secretary at a local mechanic years ago, and she's Christian, but she doesn't like the door-to-door folks because they're a different denomination or whatever. And so she said, well, she just has a Bible. She answers the door. "Oh, what are you doing?" "I'm just reading my Bible." And that actually will make them, in her case, it made them stop, because they think, oh, well, and that might not work for everybody, but if you want to kind of throw them off the trail, I suppose it might be one way to do it. It's okay, baby. Come on in here. Come on, Indiana. We're not in there. We're over here. I see you, baby. Yeah. Waddle, waddle. All right. Thank you so much, Lady Zephyrus. All right, let's go ahead and I guess do our last call for wisdom, y'all, as we like to put it, because we're at that point. Bring us the duck. Well, see, the thing is, I don't want to pick her up when I'm investments and have her render them impure, let's say. But I'll. The other thing is, Darren is kind of parked in my pathway. I wouldn't be able to go and do that. Come on, Darren. See, I was very good. I did not use cool waters. And Indiana is looking for us. That's okay, baby. Come on. I'm just reading the book. That might be another one. Oh, I tell you what. One thing, because I know you have a cookie request, so let me get yours, and then there's one thing I was going to show you guys before we wrap up. So you mind? Let me get yours. It's okay, baby. Come on. Come on. Can you hear us in here? Okay, for you, your dreams are the guiding lights in the darkness.
Interesting.
Your dreams are the guiding lights in the darkness. So there you go. Okay. Hi, baby. Oh, you almost made it. Come on, she's across the hallway because there's light in there, but it's darker over here. Come on, sweetie. Can you hear us? Come on, baby. Squeak, squeak. Okay. real quick before we wrap up, I got something in the mail. I made this on Zazzle. And so we have a wall hanging for Anubis. Let's see. See, can you see it? Yes. Okay, here we go. And so yeah, it's like oh goodness. Well, it's like I'm holding it where the bottom is about to my ankle and the top of it stops up here. So it's like, I guess, 3.5 feet long. But yeah, this is just an example. You can get your very own on the Zazzle store, which is, of course, the link is in the description. And this will end up in my Etsy store later after I get back from our work trip. So, I just wanted to share this because the whole idea behind this is, okay, like in this case, we have, a little figurine of Bast. If you really wanted to take an altar space and it was dedicated to just like, you had one primary data, you just, and I've seen pictures and we've put some, in videos where somebody has this really nice altar cloth that they got somewhere, a backdrop or something, and it really pops. It makes a shrine space pop, and it's like it gives it this much more commanding presence. I said, well, that'd be really cool to do. So I have Anubis in set right now. Did I do? I want to do something a little nicer with the artwork I have for Bast. I want to kick it up a notch, if you will. So that's forthcoming. But poor Darren. Should I use a little bit of cool waters? I don't know. Tell me what you think, guys. But yeah, just wanted to share that because it came in the mail earlier this week. And actually, I think that we'll be observing a robing Anubis, towards the end of September. Might be nice to use it for that. Cool water. Ooh, news. Hang on just a second. Boo. You okay?
Not funny.
Okay. Are you all right? Because yes, guys, he did sit up awake, but I guess if you were hoping for something funny, that did not transpire. So, you okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, guys, let's go ahead and wrap up so we can all get to our weekend, and we can go tuck in a ducky. Hang on. So, yeah, okay. Sarcastic said that was rude, so. It's okay, baby. All right. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the earth's Ba endures. As the name of Newt in the shrine of Shanit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Asat in Echeru endures. As the name of Sutak in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pei endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Khmenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Bastet, O Mafdet. You have come in peace, O Yenachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, O Bastet, O Mafdet. May you go forth in peace, O Yenachuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, if anybody's just, tuning in at the last minute, had a request for something, just put it up there before we sign off. Gabriel says, may I have a quick prayer for patience and tolerance tomorrow. I'm hanging out with family and we've been seeing differently this past week, to say the least. Gotcha. And Roma Blunt says, thank you to Sharon and Darren, to you two, for holding these services. Absolutely. And one other thing, and Darren, I kind of wanted you involved on this part because the plan was to start, and I don't have anything for you, but to start early, like an hour early next week. Just
no. We are pre-taping something next week.
I cannot pre-tape.
Then we miss it. Look, I have somewhere to be.
Yeah.
And we're leaving at 3:00 in the morning, Saturday morning.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking if we, do this like at 7:30 instead of 8:30, so we can get, wrap that up and be done so we can go straight to bed. Because pre-taping is a lot of work. And I'm already pre-taping something for the next Friday because we're going to be gone. We're going to be coming back, I wanted to make sure before everybody headed out, that that it's going to be a little different. Because like I said, for, what is it, September the 12th, that's going to be probably some more shorts like we did, a month ago. And, again, it's a lot of work to pre-tape something. So it would be simpler to just have something short, even if we just have to kind of run through it and, maybe, skip the fortunes or something. So that it's shorter and we can get to bed early. But, just trying to let everybody know ahead of time. So all right. Well, and see, the thing is, it's because that's a major holiday and I don't want to skip out on that. But, or maybe what if we did it on Thursday instead of Friday?
That would work really good.
All right. Well, then we might do that. Yeah, you know what? What I will do is I will let everyone that's on Discord know, but I will also make an announcement on YouTube itself because I think that way folks who subscribe and everything, you'll know, and that's one way you can find out. And so yeah, what we might do is do it on Thursday.
Let's do it on Thursday at 8:30 Central.
Yeah, so
like we normally would, but just a day early.
Yeah, so we're that way because like I said, I know that for our folks on the West Coast, the earlier we are, the harder it is for y'all. And then of course, those of you that are tuning in from England or from elsewhere, very far ahead of us, you're going to be like in wee hours of Friday morning, but we'll try and, make it, where you're not like, up all night. So we appreciate you. And we'll try and do that because, like I said, the OPET feast is a major holiday. It's an important holiday, so I don't want to miss that one. But the next Friday will be pre-taped because we'll be headed back home. We'll do some shorts. So. But thank you guys. Keep you posted on plans. I don't know if I can type it out. All right. Well, we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you next cat time.
That's right.